YouTube friends, welcome back. I'm so excited to talk to you today. Well, I'm excited to talk to you every time, but that's besides the point. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. For some of you, it's already New Year's Day, so happy 2017, depending on what country you're in. I know girls like the Aussies and stuff are ahead of time, and they're all talking about how it's sunny outside, and I have 2 feet of snow. But that's okay. I digress. Anyway, I got my cup of coffee here, and I'm so excited to film like so many videos for you guys these next few weeks. I have them all written down. I have so many I want to do. Today we're going to do a flip through of my December journal, because a couple of you had asked me to do that, and we're going to talk a little bit about the different ephemeras that I like to use, because that was a question that I got asked as well, so we'll talk about that. And then you'll get to see me in the next few weeks talk about what my plans for 2017 are, show you what I used for 2016 for planners and journals and what I thought of them, because I definitely had a lot, as we all do, jump around a lot, right? And I'm going to be decorating my new journal insert, so you'll get to see that. And I also have a journal with me that I filmed, but I still have to do the voiceover for you, and I'll get that out to you. And you'll just be video bombarded in the next few weeks, I guess. So anyway, I did my December journal. I wasn't planning on doing a December daily, as most of you may know, because someone had asked me if I was doing it, and I said no. And the reason I said no was because I didn't follow a prompt or anything, or a challenge, and I don't do a lot of Christmas related things, so I thought that that didn't count as December daily. But then I was like, looked at it from the perspective of me talking to someone else, and I realized I did do December daily, and I should have been sharing it with you guys, because I did journal every day in December, and while it may not be December daily traditional as it's supposed to be, it's still a December daily because I journal daily in December. And journaling doesn't have rules, so there should have been no reason why I said no, because I did. But anyway, now that I'm done, I'm sharing it with you guys. I did film a little catch-up process video for you, so if you didn't see that, I'll link it over here for you. But this is my completed insert. She is huge. This is the first Midori 003 insert that I've journaled in, as you guys may know, and I absolutely adored the process. I'm going to be using another one of these. I don't know if I like how narrow the size is, and I don't know if I can handle every one of them looking like this, because it does get like a pain in the butt to write on. But I did find a way around this annoying thing right here, so I will show you guys that. And yeah, so without further ado and me blabbing on, now 3.5 minutes, I'll turn you around and show you what's inside. Okay, so hopefully I can be cool enough to keep this in frame for you guys. So let's just get into it. You saw me decorate this cover. If you didn't, I will leave that linked over here somewhere. One of those pop-up things. So I have just some quotes. This one says, "Journal writing provides a place for self-expression where you can afford to take risks, experiment with ideas and materials, and even make mistakes." By Joan, Lichtig? I'm not good with names. So anyway, I have a pocket here. I had a bunch of photos in here that we're waiting to be journaled with. I did have a few left. I'm so sorry about my nails. I just realized it was really gross. But I want to get this up. Anyway, so I had some photos in here that were left, but I took them out so that I can use them in another journal. And this quote says, "Journal what you love, what you hate, what's in your head, what's important. Journaling organizes your thoughts, allows you to see things in a concrete way that otherwise you might not see. Focus on what you think you need to find in your art." I don't know where that was from, but... So here's my color swatches, more color swatches. I feel like you guys have seen this before, probably. but this is, I started December 5th, well, that's not true. I started December 3rd, and this is a card that I got from some Happy Mail from Pam, so I put that in there. Then I journaled this on the 4th. I just drew this sun right here on the back of the card and watercolored that. On the 5th, I just put some color down. These colors that you see here were new distress stains and distress paints that I had gotten. So I put those down to just kind of test them out. Those were my nails, which look a lot nicer than they do right now. Our first real snow was on the 5th of December, so I put a picture of that. The 6th, I didn't have much to say. It's literally just this little piece of journaling there. You saw a journal with me for this page. I got into a little argument with a snowbank. So that was that. On the 9th, I got my Canon selfie, which I figured out now and I absolutely love, but at the time, I put the paper in the wrong way, so it printed a photo on the back side of the photo paper, and I thought that was funny, so I just taped that in there. And I had like an imposter collage app, which I didn't even know that you could get such a thing, like that it existed. So I was having like a lot of problems trying to make a collage that fit and would print right. So I put like, love my printer does like the collage app problems, but I fixed that. So anyway, just continuing, I was feeling all like crazy that day, so bonkers, I drew this little girl here. I made the Traveler's Notebook that you see right here that I keep that journal in. So I put hey sexy and put that right there. These are little collage elements from Courtney's Patreon site. You will see a lot of things from Courtney's Patreon site. That's one of my favorite places to get ephemera as of the moment is Patreon sites. I have Courtney, the little ink, Pam from Little Magical Art, and I just now pledged to Bree from Documented Journey. I don't have any of her collage elements in here because I just did that the other day. But that is definitely, Patreon is my #1 favorite place right now to get ephemera. Moving on. So I tried to find ways to include personal journaling within my journal in different ways. One of the ways that I came up with was I have a couple cards in this pocket. This one has some journaling on the back and a photo on the front, and this one has a photo on the front so it peeks out of the top, and some journaling on the back of that in this little pocket. So I really liked that. And then I had a lot to say, so I have a few personal journaling pages that I'm not going to show you, but real quick, I did do this little collage of me at the beach that I took back a while ago that I really liked. I love that picture, and it's also the picture for my Instagram, like my photo profile picture. There we go. And I wanted to include that in there. So I had an empty space, so I put that there. This was the next day. I don't even know what day we're on right now. Hold on. Okay, so this would have been the 11th. On the 11th, I just drew this little girl. I didn't really feel like doing anything else, so I put all this collage stuff on after. I have a giant bowl of collage elements that I had cut up or received or stuff, and I either wasn't a huge fan of it or I really liked it and didn't know what to do with it. So this page, I kind of made a collage. This was part of an old newspaper. I love this library card here, but I didn't know what to write on it, so I just collaged it there. This is a piece from a Cocoa Daisy box. This was from an ephemera pack. I can't tell you what. This is a magazine cutout. I love magazine images. It's like a surgical tool kit, kind of, so I really liked that. This is a piece of scrapbook paper. This is a tag that I cut down. This is a stamp that I had made my own thing with. Another collage element. That's a photo that I didn't know what to do with. Scrapbook paper. More ephemera. This is a sticker from Pam Little Magical Arts Etsy shop. It had come in a pack, and that was like the one that I didn't use or whatever because I didn't know what page to put it on, so I put it on there. And I don't know, this was really fun. Heba from, I believe it's My Little Journal, she did a photo of both her son and her daughter, and she put all the ephemera pieces that she didn't know what to use or didn't necessarily use on, or didn't necessarily like, and she made like an exploding head kind of. It sounds gross, but it was cute. And so this is what I kind of did to use up those ephemeras. Moving on, this is the 13th. I don't think I did anything on the 12th. But this is the 13th, more journaling. This was a Instagram photo that I got. I still hadn't worked out the collage app thing yet, so it cut some things off. But it just talks about how everyone is at different places at different times in their life, and that's okay because everyone has a different path. So, and I really needed to hear that to remind me to keep working on my own thing and not compare so much. So this day I hung out with one of my friends and his puppy dog. This doggie's name is Dallas. So I just wrote about that. This is a Christmas card that I got from one of my clients from cleaning houses, and she gave me a little bonus in there. So I made this like triple tip out thing with some personal journaling in there. This was a collage element from Courtney's Patreon, and I put Be a Pineapple on it. Again, Heba. I will leave everyone's channel and Patreon and everything that I talk about linked below. So, but anyway, she did a page where in one of her pen pal journals, I believe, where she said that she tells her kids in a world full of apples, be a pineapple, and that was the quote she had used on the page. And I really liked that. It really capitalizes on individuality and doing your own thing, which is something I'm trying to do more of, especially in my art. So I put that in there to remind myself. This is the kind of personal journaling, so I'll just flip through it really quick. But this is a puppy that my roommate that I lived with before I left college had that puppy, and she was like my best friend. Her name was Tigress, and they moved to Colorado, so I don't get to see them anymore, but I miss her a lot, like a lot. She was my baby girl, so I put that in there. This, it was super cold, like super cold that day, and I put Glove Life. These are the nails that my current nail polish used to be. I know it might seem silly to some people that I always put my nails in my journals, but I do them myself, and I really like how they come out, and I want to, because I clean for a living, my nail polish only stays looking good for maybe 2 days. Even, like, the gels, it just starts to chip because of all the products I use for work. So I like to kind of document what they looked like. So that was that. This is another Courtney Patreon element. These here are washi tape that I got at Hobby Lobby. These are stickers that I got at Hobby Lobby. This was some ink that I got at Hobby Lobby. More stuff that I got that day. I went pants shopping. So that was that. I believe this is a journal with me as well. This was more journaling. Okay, so as you can see, I'm trying to talk about my ephemera in between. I love using pictures, stickers. My favorite stickers, if you don't already know this, are the Mambi stickers. I love the booklets that they have. They not only have booklets like this, but they have, oh, this is Pam's collage, by the way. they have, what am I trying to say? Letters. There we go. They have letters, and I'll get to some and point them out when we hit some. So this is an envelope that some Happy Mail came in forever ago that's been in my stash, and I just made a little tuck spot for some personal journaling and photos in there. That was how I incorporated it that day. And then I don't remember who it was, but I stumbled upon a random video on YouTube. It's not someone I watch regularly, but they do like a day in the life pictures on one specific day every month. So I decided, since 17 is my favorite number, that on the 17th of every month I will do like a day in the life photo thing. So I started at the end of the day, so I didn't have many things to put in here, but I put, we had snow, so we shoveled. I cleaned Mr. Spock's turtle tank completely, like redid it. So that was there. Oh, by the way, I have a pet turtle. His name is Mr. Spock, if you were wondering. I did a Midori journal with me that day. I weeded out some clothing. We had pizza. I don't even know if this is in frame. We had pizza, and I had a candle. So, anyway, I'll get better at that. So, another dog. There will be a lot of dogs in this insert, guys. One of my friends, the same friend who has this puppy, also has this puppy, and she was like, growing up in high school, he got her, and I hung out with them a lot, and she's my other, baby. I have a lot of babies, fur babies, anyway. So, she's my Luna baby, and I got to see her, and it had been a while, so, BFF, you know, talking about them dogs. This day I was feeling super tired, and I just like could not pull my head out of my ass. So I drew this little like girl who looks like she's about to die from being so tired, and that was all I could manage. And I was drinking a glass of wine, and I found this little meme thing on Instagram. It says, "Starting my juice diet, bottoms up." She's holding a wine glass. I thought that was funny. This day we were trying to finish up Christmas shopping. I went to IHOP with my aunt, and she has this new thing where she loves Peppa Pig. And we talk in really funny voices all the time. So much so that people in stores stare at us because they're like, what are they doing? We don't even notice we're doing it. But she was talking about Peppa Pig in IHOP, and I started laughing so hard that I literally cried. So that's that. We have lots of fun. And my bosses a different client of mine gave me a Christmas present. They're kind of more an employer than a client, but so I put their little Christmas card in there, and then I went to a party, to see my college friends, which I hadn't seen since I graduated in May, so that was so much fun. This is all about them. This is in my journal catch-up, so I'm going to kind of breeze over that. This is also in my journal catch-up. This is a work party that I went to. This is Pam's Patreon collage. This day, I think this is also in that catch-up. This is another way that I put my personal journaling in here. I folded a piece of paper up and stuck a tab on it and put it in there. Some tags. This is Courtney's. This is another personal journaling spot that I put in there. This was a photo that I found and printed on my selfie. This is Christmas. This is Pam's, Courtney's. This is a Christmas gift tag that I took while I was wrapping gifts. And so that's another cool thing you can do for ephemera, just typical everyday things. Whenever I go see a movie, I like to print out the movie poster of the movie because I'm a very visual person, and if I just write Collateral Beauty, I'll forget what that movie was about. So I like having the poster in there to jog my memory. It was a really good movie. It's about death, but if you like the philosophical kind of side of death, I would recommend going to see that. You might cry, just a warning. So this was another day that I had gone and gotten some new art supplies, so I got this stencil and a new color of ink, so I was just experimenting with that. Here's another Peppa Pig page. Me and my aunt kind of do this crazy thing where we have to buy gifts for all my relatives to and from each other. So then this was like the day after Christmas and we ran away. And, I don't know, had some fun. This is the journal with me that will go up later this week. This is my favorite page I have ever done in a journal ever. I don't know why, I just love it. I love the ocean. I'm obsessed with mermaids. I love teal. I love octopuses. This picture really speaks to me here. It's just create what jives with your soul. The end. So that was the 28th. And then I had a really cool deja vu while I was making a mixed media piece. So I journaled about that. These are Courtney's Patreon numbers. Me and my aunt took my sister to the mall to spend her gift cards, and we went to IHOP again. So I had some pictures of them in there talking about that. Some personal journaling under here. This is my aunt's dog, Lou. He's adorable. He got this little donut for Christmas, and he, like, carries it around. He loves it to play, like, fetch with it. This is my aunt's two dogs. Some more of my fur babies. They're corgis, so they're super short. And we got 2 feet of snow the other day, like yesterday, and the day before. And this was after the 3rd time we had shoveled, and as you can see, it's like the snow mountain is as tall as they are. And this is one of them trying to get up the stairs there. So I just had to put that in there because it was cute. I made zucchini lasagna that day. This is me. We had already cleared all the snow away, like I said, so this is the 3rd time that we're doing it, and you can't really tell, but I'm standing knee-deep in snow, cleaning cars off, so that was to document that. And then this little guy, Lou, we had shoveled this path in the kennel for him, and I think he just didn't realize that if he ran out further into it that the snow would be deeper. And we looked over and all you could see was his little ears sticking out of the snow, so I had to go rescue him. He was like, "What happened?" So I tried to draw a little bit of that. I'm trying to work on depth a little bit. So, yeah, I did okay, I think. This is my friend's dog, Dallas, because I went after we shoveled and I worked. I hung out with them a little bit, and I got puppy cuddles. He's sitting on my lap in the chair. This is my pet turtle, Mr. Spock. I wanted to include the picture of him because I like to document how big he's getting. He is about this big right now. Hopefully he doesn't get much bigger, but he might. So I put that in there just in case so I can look back. This ended up being a very dark drawing. It wasn't supposed to be. I think, excuse me, I think it's because I made her eyes orange by mistake. And I just did a little journaling there, using up some stickers. And then this is the last page. This was my test page because I had never used the Midori paper. I wanted to, this is my fountain pen with my bulletproof ink. I wanted to make sure it didn't bleed because on the Hobonichi paper, because it's not porous paper, it's kind of slick. It does bleed with water over it. But it doesn't on this paper, which I'm super ecstatic about, so I get to use that again. And that's the end. I just had this little pocket in here with some private photos in there. And that's it. Oh, I was going to show you guys how to, so when you get to this annoying part here, what I did was You don't want to do this with a hardbound booklet, but it's okay with these because they don't really have a spine to break. So what I did was I found a page and I flipped it over, and I'm on my bed so I can't show you, but I clipped these down so that you don't have to deal with that annoying hump anymore. And then when you're done, you just have to take the clips off and your journal insert is fine. If you'd like me to show you that in a more traditional sense, let me know and I'll be happy to do that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that flip through. I know it was really long and very chatty, but I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better. If you have any questions at all about where anything came from, or really anything at all, leave me a comment in the comment box below. I love chatting with you guys, even if it's not a question. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.